Hi, I'm Marcus Eaton with WebToolsHelp.com, and today I'm just kind of going to give you an overview of a great designing program called Artisteer, and it's a designer program for WordPress, Joomla, Drupal.net, Nuke, company homepage, ASP.net, and Code Charge Studio. So it's you can do quite a bit of things with it, but we're going to do some stuff with WordPress today and just give you an overview of what we can really do as far as design. So we're going to hit Create for WordPress, which is a new design aspect for WordPress. It's going to generate a default template for us. And this is where you start every time. So this is your default template that you're going to see quite a bit if you as you're beginning to use Artisteer. It's set up in Microsoft Office 2007 format, which I think is wonderful. So it's going to be very easy to use. As you see at the top, we have our painter's color block here. Is going to give us all of our file options: new, open, save, save as, print, all these different things here. And then we're going to have all of our different options across the top. So we're going to have ideas. Which is ideas is going to be our suggestions for all of our different elements that we can change through the Artisteer program. Colors and fonts is going to be the more advanced suggestions and individual changes for all of that. Same thing for the layouts. So as we go through this, you can still have your suggestions that we have here, and you can also change everything individually as you would like them. And starting with ideas, just kind of go through all of these pretty briefly and kind of give you an idea of the possibilities that you can do. If you hit ideas, you have a big design button. This is really great because you can click this. You're automatically going to get an overview design of what what you can possibly have as your blog or homepage for your blog. And it's going to change everything from the headers, the backgrounds, the menu options, the search boxes, all of your blocks inside here, as well as the layout of your page, whether you have your menu bars to the left, to the right, middle, to the bottom, so forth. Click it again, it's going to give you a completely new randomized design. It's going to start all over for you and give you a new idea. So that's a really powerful tool by itself, is to kind of give you an ideas and completely randomize ideas that are unique every time. Now, individually, you can say, okay, well, I like this design, but I would like to change the color theme, or the fonts aren't the way that I would like them. The layout just isn't good, but I don't want to have to change everything all over again because I really like this overall kind of look. So you can suggest individually anything that you're not happy with, from colors, fonts, layouts, the menu, the header, the article design, set up footers, set up buttons. Anything that you see here, you can that is changeable within Artisteer. You'll be able to have Artisteer suggest individual options for you to go through. So that's really wonderful that it has this design help for you to do this. But as we make our way forward, we're going to have colors and fonts. Now, now all these different tabs that we have at the top are going to have very similar options to ideas, except for so you're always going to have your suggest colors at the top, but then you're going to have more detailed options like color themes. So you'll be able to select individual themes and adjust those the levels of those colors and the theme of your color spectrum or your color palette, pardon me, within Artisteer to your specific details. Same thing with layout. Layout's going to have a suggest layout. You click it once, it's going to change the layout. It might take the header away, it might put in a header, it might move things around, but it's going to keep suggesting for you. And you can always go in and select the detailed aspects of this, or the specific layout that you prefer individually, as well as the columns, the positions of those columns, the archive positions, and the blog roll positions, which you can change almost every aspect of where your content is going to display, which I really enjoy. The background is going to be one of the largest things that's going to help you define the design of your blog through Artisteer. And obviously, again, we have our suggest background box, which is going to change the background color, the design, the graphics involved with that. Just like everything else, we have our drop-down boxes to suggest individual designs that we might prefer, as well as a more detailed list of textures, images, glares, gradients in color. You can fill color, or you can choose an individual background from a file. So, which is a really great option that they give you. So you can really make it as detailed as you would like it, and as individually designed as you would like it. So that's background. Our sheet is going to literally only change the options that we have for our content areas altogether, from everything from our menu, or our menu box, or our header, down to our footer at the bottom. Only this in this area. So if you suggest this, you're going to either tighten up in space, or you're going to have a wider look to your blog or a skinnier look to your blog. And you can also change these individually, like you can with everything else. You can go in and choose whether you would like it to be skinny or larger. You can change the transparency. You can change the fill colors in between your content boxes, the shadows, add borders, remove borders. So you have a ton of options within the sheet, and within all the aspects that you can change here. Header is going to be a really nice and important portion of this. They've done a really great job in giving us a different way of and selections of changing our header and making it unique. Especially the suggest a header, which I always really quite enjoy. And change our layout here because it's not really wanting to give us a header. So go back and change that. So say we have a header and it's not really fitting what we want. We can literally just click suggest, or say until we find something we do like, or go in and choose something individually that we like, a picture from a file, or a picture that Artisteer is going to give for us. Change the width, height, and or the text box. Move the text wherever we would like it. Move the image back and forth. Add layered images on top of the images that we do have, to give more content and more options for design. And you can also change the text of the header and the text font styles, the effects that are laid over this, with a lot of different the glares and textures, which are really nice. I'm going to move on to menu, and that menu is going to change our menu selection that we have here. We have a suggest menu button, like we do for all the other ones, which is one of the best ways to select a menu in my opinion, because I'm particularly not good at selecting menus myself. So I use this one a lot, and I just kind of go through until I can stand back at it and see which one's going to look better. Instead of trying to go in there and build one myself. But if you do prefer to do it that way, obviously you still have the options in doing so. Articles, same thing. You're going to be able to suggest the different type of styles that you can have for articles, whether you're going to have a short text, small text, and have all of the options that you would have in any word editing software or document editing software that you would have in Word, or any of those functions. Blocks is going to be able to suggest changes and make individual changes for your areas of menus. So your bookmarks, categories, search areas, archives, all of these are going to be able to change, and it will make suggestions for you to get it to the exact place that you would like it. And buttons. This is really nice. You'll be able to change the search function buttons. Anytime you click on something, you can really choose on what it looks like, whether it has a color, what color it is, whether it has a shadow, border, what shape it is, and what text is being used. So you can really narrow down to what you prefer. And also the footer. Just like you would have on your menu, at the very bottom, you're going to be able to say suggest footer. And it's going to change the size, color, texture of your footer, as well as change the icon for the RSS feed at the bottom. And they have some very unique icons available for you to choose. You can also go in individually, choose the color or variants, text padding, add hyperlinks, or change the links for the RSS feeds, which there are quite a few. It's really nice. And once you find what you would like, you're going to want to just going to want to save it as you save as, and then choose what to name it as you would a normal site, just like we have there. And that's going to be the demo for Artisteer, the graphics and design editor for WordPress. And this is a great way to design your blog and really get you in there and changing the face of your website and your blog. Look forward to getting into Artisteer a little more deeper and showing you some of the more advanced options of it. Again, this is Marcus with webtoolshelp.com. Thank you.